Okay, welcome back to the welcome back to the class. So this is the chapter 8, creativity. This is not difficult, but important for the exam. There are several parts for the creativity, but we needed to focus on the exam content itself. So you guys must know for the why does creative matter today? Because many people ask or hear the question, are you a creative person? Then what the people say? Because maybe many people probably answer no or not really, and there is a reason for that. And most people believe they are not creative because they think creativity is innate. So something you are born with, you either have it or you don't. But here is what I need you to understand right from the start. This is a misconception. The creativity can be learned and developed. The creativity is not some mysterious gift that only a few special people possess. It's a skill, just like riding bike, playing an instrument, or speaking a foreign language. And like any skill, it can be taught, practiced, and improved. So if you have ever thought I'm just not a creative person, I want you to let go of that belief right now. So because by the end of this session, you will have a concrete technique you can use to generate creative ideas itself. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna give us three reasons why creativity has become absolutely essential in the modern world. The first reason is the consumer choice of product diversity. Okay. And second reason, shortened product life cycles. And third reason, everyday requirements. Okay. There are several explanations. It's quite long. So I'm gonna start to explain the first reason, second reason, and third reason. But if you don't have enough time, I know this is so boring for you. So you just read and recognize the three reasons, then just keep your mind for the key insights. So here is what I want you to take away from this section. Creativity is not just for artists, designers, or so-called creative types. So it's an essential skill for entrepreneurs, students, professionals, anyone who want to solve problems effectively and stand out in a competitive world. So, and the good news is you can learn it, which brings us to our next section. Okay, so this is the really important for the exam. So the method for the creativity. The first technique is the PMI method. So PM means that what? Plus, minus, and interesting, right? It's easy. So it was developed by Edward de Bono as a part of his CORT core to think problem. Here is how it works when you need to evaluate any idea, you systematically examine it from three perspectives. So first plus list all the advantages. Why do I like this idea? So what are the benefits? What could go right? And the minus, is list all the disadvantages. Why don't I like this? And last, interesting, list all the disadvantages. List all the interesting points. What's intriguing about this? What makes me curious? What unexpected aspects does this leave? Okay, so finally, you make a comprehensive evaluation based on all three perspectives together. So now, why is this valuable? Because it prevents emotional decision making. So this is the key point for the PMI method itself. And PMI forces you to examine all perspectives objectively, regardless of your initial reactions. But there's another benefit too. So the process of examining an idea from multiple angles often generates new ideas. Sometimes what seems like a disadvantage actually contains the seed of the better solutions. So let me give you a quick example. So let's say you are considering implementing remote work for all employees in your startup. Okay, so plus is the employee get flexibility. The minus, communication becomes more challenging. People might feel isolated. It's harder to build a company culture, so you need to invest in technology infrastructure. Interesting is that this could lead to completely asynchronous work models where people work at different times. It might attract a different type of employee who values flexibility over office perks. Okay, actually, the example for the startup situation is not important for this session. I explained several times and just skip it. The second method is APC. APC stands for Alternatives Possibility Choices. So this is also developed by Edward Bono. So the APC method is designed to break the pattern. So it forces you to intentionally think about other alternatives, multiple possibilities, and different choices. Okay, so here is simple practical rule you can use for this method. Before setting on your first ideas, always ask yourself what else could work, and then actually answer that question at least 3 times. Okay, at least 3 times. You must ask at least how many? 3 times. And the next technique is a six thinking hat. So here is the simple explanation for the six thinking hats. But for the exam, you just memorize for the six hats: white hat, red hat, black hat, yellow hat, green hat, blue hat itself. So you must memorize the meaning of the hat. For example, white hat means the neutral objective, focus fact, number, information. Red hat focus on emotional, intuitive, and focus feeling, hunches, intuition. And black hat negative, critical. And yellow hat optimistic, positive, is happy. The green hat creative, productive. And blue hat well, rational, controlling itself. Okay, actually here is the rules to use the hats, but this is not important for this session. Just skip it. And next technique is the mind mapping. Mind mapping, everyone may know how to do it. It's a map of your thought, of course. Visualize thinking, especially like a geographic map, elevates both creativity and memory, and uses pictures, colors, and symbols, shows organic connections between ideas. So just read it. This mind map is not important. I mean the not difficult. So just read and then just imagine for the mind map itself. Okay, and the next method is a KJ method. So also called the affinity diagram technique. This was developed by Kawaki Tajiro. That's why this is the KJ. Kawajita Jiro. So this method particularly useful for organizing complex information and collaborative problem solving. So there are several reasons to why use this method. The main purpose is to develop creative structure organization, problem solving with a large amount of information, and collaborative idea generation in meeting. Here is the process. So decide on theme or questions like that. 2, 6 processes, and if you guys have enough time, you just pause this video and just read or copy this process and study for it. And here's the key characteristic for the KJ method. KJ method combines individual elements into meaningful information by clarifying interrelationships. And this process itself drives new idea development. So when you physically group related ideas together, patterns emerge that were not obvious before. So the act of organizing generates insights. Okay. Okay, so this is the KJ method. We don't have enough time. It's almost 40 minutes already for the online lecture. It's quite long. And the last method is a trees method. It's good for the exam, right? So trees stands for the theory of inventive problem solving, and it was created by a Russian engineer named Genrich Altshuler. Okay, so here is the key concept for the trees, or technical problems have contradictory situations that are key to their resolutions, and there are objective, repeatable patterns in how these contradictions get solved. And he did not just come up with this theory in the abstract. He and his team analyzed 40,000 creative patents from around the world. Is quite a lot, right? And a massive analysis. So they identified 40 standardized invention principles that kept appearing again and again. Okay, so there are 40 principles includes things like segmentation, extraction, asymmetry, consolidation, etc. Quite more. Okay, this is the trees method. Um. Okay, so it's all important point for the creativity for the exam. Actually, the final exam is not difficult. If you participate the offline class every week, easy to pass. As I said the first time, just take the course, just participate and attend the offline course, offline class, then easy to pass. Anyway, um, actually this semester is the last semester for the A1 University so and also it's the first time to record online lecture, and also I'm really shy to record my voice and the video, and also I apologize you guys to make uncomfortable for my um uncomfortable for the lecture and schedules like that, please understand the situation. Then, anyway, it's good luck. If you have any further questions for this course or the want to know more about the HR things and also want to know the Korean labor law or HR issues, just contact me. I'm really happy to support your problems. Okay, anyway, thanks for listening. Good luck. Bye bye.